Imagine being able to open your eyes every morning and have full confidence that today is going to be a great day. To go about the day with ease, happiness, and positive energy as you push through those tasks you might not want to do. Before resting your eyes at night, you find gratitude in all today had to offer and fall asleep at a reasonable time before doing it all over again tomorrow. But what if I told you none of that is possible without a morning routine?
Hello, my gorgeous people. I am back. It is 2024. I have a camera. It's been a month since I've been on YouTube, and I am so happy to be back, guys. I literally have missed YouTube so much. So much craziness with the end of the year, but that is no excuse. We are back and we are rolling every Friday. And for this first video of 2024, we are going to be talking all about morning routines. So seeing as I woke up at literally 11:30 yesterday, primarily due to the fact that I did not want to wake up and conquer the whole list of things I had to do yesterday, which is very normal, but I'm trying to not lead every day with that kind of attitude. So for today's video, I figured I'd walk you through my new morning routine for 2024, a routine that I'm really striving to do every single day this year, because when I do this routine, guys, like I am feeling in tip-top shape. In one of my past videos, which is titled Daily Habits to Make Your Day Feel Successful, something along those lines, it'll be linked right here. I talked a lot about my morning routine and some of the habits I did daily to make my day feel like a success, which is a big part to why you should have a morning routine in general. I honestly think mornings are so important. Literally, when you think about it, it is the way you are starting your day. Every single day. You wake up in the morning, hopefully. But making sure you have the same routine every morning is super important, and it's not just all about doing everything that everybody says on social media or online, or even what I'm about to tell you today. It's about doing what works for you and what makes you feel best right when you get up in the morning. In this video, I'm going to be prefacing The Miracle Morning a lot. It's a book by Hal Elrod. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it. It literally, I have not even read the book. I have talked about the book. I have talked with friends about the book. I've listened to podcasts and videos about the book. I have not read the book, but while I'm reading the book, I'm striving to do things from the Miracle Morning. So that is a big part of the first half of my actual morning routine. And I will get into that a little later on. If you've put a lot of pressure on yourself to make this new year amazing, I'm sure we all have, because that is the expectation every time there's a new year. It all starts with your morning. So let's dive into some habits you need to adopt every single morning to transform your life. So just some prelim stuff before we even wake up in the morning. What are some things we can do the night before to set our future selves up for success? Something I have to do every single night before I go to bed, and it doesn't matter how tired I am, how late I get in, how I'm feeling, I will always make sure I set a to-do list for the next morning. Because the worst thing for me is to wake up in the morning and think about everything I have to do and not have a steady plan of action for how I'm gonna approach that. Before you go to bed every night, make sure you make your daily to-do list for what you're going to do tomorrow morning, so when you wake up, you don't even have to think about it. On top of that, make sure you're picking out your clothes you're gonna wear tomorrow the day before. Nobody likes to wake up super early and decide an outfit, especially for me, because I try to go to the gym in the morning. I'm not waking up and trying to go to the gym and then forcing myself to pick out an outfit. Like, no. When I have a little more energy, my outfit will be just on my desk chair. That way when I wake up, I can just get it and go out the door. That's it. Literally what you're just trying to do here is prevent yourself from anything getting in the way of you completing your morning routine. Anything getting in the way from you not waking up and going to the gym. Anything getting in the way from failure right in the morning. You want to just set yourself up for success while you have that little bit of energy the night before. Desperately need a new desk chair because my back is hurting so bad. I need to put a pillow behind me. Okay, so you set your alarm and you've arisen, you have woken up. Guys, the literal first 2 minutes of your morning are so important. Just think about it. When you wake up in the morning, there's no thoughts really cycling through your head. Your brain is mush. So a lot of things that you start to tell yourself super early in the morning, like I'm telling you within the first minute, seconds you wake up, is gonna be your intention throughout the day. So it's very much human nature to wake up and think about all the things you have to do today, what you didn't do yesterday, all these negative things. But literally, guys, when you wake up in the morning, I do this, wake up and be like, I'm so grateful for today. I'm in such a good mood today. I'm going through my day with mindfulness and intention, and I'm being a better person today. Literally, it sounds silly, but as soon as you wake up, yes, you don't even want to speak words when you wake up in the morning. I get that. But this is when it's crucial to reinforce into your brain, into your reticular activating system, which is the little part of your central nervous system that actually helps your subconscious brain grasp these things you're telling it. It is so important to condition it right when you wake up in the morning. Guys, I know these are like low-key a lot of steps, but I'm telling you, just do these things. Take an hour out of your day, be mindful in the morning, and it's gonna just set your whole day up for success. I just had to put that out there. This is something I also learned from the Miracle Morning. When you wake up in the morning, make sure you put your alarm across the room, guys. Please. I normally set my alarm on my phone, and every single time I have it next to my bed, it's a guaranteed snooze. Like, there's no way I'm waking up. Like, I'm sorry. If I'm setting my alarm for 5 a.m. and my phone's next to my bed, girl, you know what I'm doing. Like, you know damn well what I'm doing. I'm pressing that snooze button, not once, not twice, but probably like 4 or 5 times. I'm just saying. Really, setting my phone across the room for my alarm has helped so much because you're forced to get out of bed. And because you're already out of bed, you gotta just tell yourself, get out of your room. And that leads me to my next point. Get out of your room, go to the bathroom, wash your face, and brush your teeth. And while I brush my teeth, I actually like to brush my teeth with my other hand. I heard somewhere on Instagram that you're supposed to repeat to yourself, like, because you're brushing your teeth with your opposite hand, it sticks better in your brain what you're telling yourself. But then I realized I can't really talk, obviously, while I'm brushing my teeth. So I just really try to replay in my head these 2 phrases. I love you to myself, and I do it now. I personally have a very hard time with execution. I'm very big on telling myself things and planning and organizing and not just doing, which is something I'm also trying to get better at this year. By the time I'm done brushing my teeth, I go back into my room and I'm already more awake. So I'm like, you know what, Jess? We're not getting back into that bed. We're making that bed. That is the first part of my little morning, and it's time to get into the savers. Also, another tip for when you wake up, try to maximize your comfort because especially in the winter, I live in New Jersey, literally early January, when you wake up, it is brick outside. You want to do nothing but get back into that warm, cozy bed. I have a little heater in my room, which I make sure is on when I wake up in the morning. So it's like, okay, you're waking up. It's like a little less enticing to get back into bed. I have my sweatshirt next to my bed and my socks because I do not sleep with socks on. Comment below if you sleep with socks on, because if you do, bye. Just want to maximize your comfort in the morning, just doing every single thing you can to make sure you do not get back into that bed. Okay, so that's kind of our first half of the morning, which I like to classify as just getting out of bed, just get up. So once I'm a little more awake, I go into my savers. This is where I'm going to be talking a little bit about the Miracle Morning. There is this acronym called SAVERS. So it stands for S, silence, A, affirmations, V, visualization, E, exercise, R, reading, and S, scribing. This has honestly just made sure I've touched all areas of focus before I even start my day. And it really, really sets me and my mind like together before I start. Like I'm just like, Jess, okay, it is like the first 30 minutes of your morning. Just fill your mind with positivity, with intention, with mindfulness. Like it is so important. So the first letter of SAVERS is S, which stands for silence. So what I try and do, and I've just been doing the Miracle Morning since the start of January, so it's only been like 8 days I've been doing it. But I'll set a 5-minute timer and I literally will just try and sit there at my desk. I'll put my hands in a position just resting on my legs. I'll just be mindful of my breaths and out, in and out. I'm not really trying to visualize here or I'm not really trying to do any of that. Like that's kind of at our V stage. Here I'm literally just one with my breath. It's crazy because I used to be shit at this, but the more I've been doing it, actually the better I've become at just sitting there and listening to my breath, and it makes me very much focus on the present moment. Sometimes I will try to like think about something and meditate on it, but right now, just because I'm not super good at meditation, I'm just trying to focus on my breaths and controlling my breaths and focus on my breaths. So the next part of our acronym is A, which stands for affirmations. This is something I have always done in a morning routine. It has been super important to me, affirmations and journaling, scribing, which is the last part. But affirmations, I read my entire list of affirmations, really just try to read it and not think about anything else. Everything I'm saying, I just genuinely try to believe and have faith in myself that I am what I am saying. So I have my journal right here, my handy dandy journal. It says, keep growing. So cute. But I have 2 things that I say to myself every morning. So this is an entire list of affirmations I've written myself probably throughout the past 6 months, which I actually want to rewrite, organize them into like business, professional, and personal development. I attract abundance, opportunities, and wealth. Creative thoughts are constantly flowing to me. For personal development, I'm putting in action every day toward my goals no matter how I feel. I have a magnetic and irresistible energy. Doing things that make me uncomfortable to help me grow. So just things like that. And when I say them, I'm telling you guys, it's literally a minute and it takes a lot of focus. It takes a lot. You just need to focus on what you're saying and find that little bean inside you to believe it. Just say it over and over again, because eventually these affirmations will brainwash you and you will genuinely believe them. You are what you say. The more you say it, the more you will believe it.
Imagination.
So the last thing I say for affirmations, which also connects to visualization, is my definite statement or my definite claim. I'm reading the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I've created a definite claim for myself. I'm not gonna read it out loud because it's a little lengthy. Basically, it's an amount of money I want to make in a certain time frame, what I'm gonna give up and sacrifice for what I want, and it's just repeating it every morning and night and visualizing, and it is so hard, guys. That is gonna lead me to my next point. Probably not a good way to lead into it. That is so hard, but truly, visualization is something that is very difficult. I think if everybody had the power to imagine and visualize how we kind of did when we were like kids growing up, like, oh, I have an imaginary friend or a little unicorn pony that poops rainbows, I don't know. But if we were to visualize that way like adults, guys, like we would be able to attract so much more than we could even imagine. I do think visualization is the most important part of the miracle morning, and I think it is the hardest part. It's very hard to visualize something you don't have. It's challenging, it's a challenge. So that's why when I am visualizing, when I take those 5 minutes, just like, Jess, okay, just sit and pick one thing you really are trying to visualize. And while I'm reading my definite statement and really just trying to sit there visualizing me getting this amount of money by this amount of time doing these things, you are a creator, so you could just visualize and imagine anything. And literally, I've been reading the way to get something is visualize it, take action, and have faith in yourself. If you have faith in yourself that this is yours and you're going to get it, it is yours. But that is often the hardest thing, because, you know, life comes in the way and like there's roadblocks and shit thrown at you. But basically, visualization is just trying to teach you that anything you can imagine can become true. All right, so our next part of the savers is letter E. That stands for exercise. I'm actually going to skip that for now because what I've been doing is going through my whole savers and then going to the gym. I'll get to that in a little bit. And this is where I'm not completely sure if I'm supposed to like take time out and pause my savers and go to the gym and come back. What's been working for me right now is to just kind of do like the mindfulness, brain good stuff, and then working on like my physical body after when I get that all in check, because it really sets me up for success through exercise. So next in the savers comes R, reading. I've been doing this every single morning for the past 8 days and it has literally helped me so much. I have never been one to like reading. I now suddenly love it. As I said, I'm reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It is an amazing book. It is literally just like old, traditional, psychological, philosophical fact about how you're gonna use yourself, your mind, everything you think and say to create wealth. I do really like the book. So reading is an important part to start your day. It is so calming. Highly, highly recommend reading in the first hour of your morning. And then our last part of the miracle morning is S, which stands for scribing. I've made a whole video about journaling and why journaling will change your life, which is right here. And you guys should watch that if you want to know more about journaling and its benefits. But there's no day I could get past without journaling. And if my day is shit, I'm like, I probably didn't journal. Well, 1, I probably didn't do my morning routine. 2, I probably didn't journal. Just write down your intentions, write down your goals, write down how you're feeling, your emotion you want to feel today. Like it, guys, everybody needs to journal. It is such a good outlet. Going back to our savers, E, exercise. So after I'm done with my entire miracle morning, I always save the E for the end because what I've been trying to do is fast in the morning. So while I'm doing my miracle morning, I'll drink my bone broth and then I will go to the gym. I have been trying to lift in the morning. It's really been helping me transform my day. But if I don't lift, I do cardio. 30 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes sauna, and then I go home and I eat. I think everybody knows by now, moving your body right in the morning is so beneficial for so many different reasons. And I've never been a 5 a.m. gym girl. I've never been a 6 a.m. gym girl. Like, no, not even just trying to be like all quirky, but like working out, like being a 5 a.m. gym girl, like works. Like that shit sets you up for success throughout the rest of your day. Something about lifting in a gym where it's like 6 a.m. like, you know, the old folks are there and like everybody's just calm and nobody's like yelling or like slamming weights. Like it is so peaceful and calming. So having a good lift, cardio session, a sauna session, any way to move your body and sweat right when you wake up in the morning releases a bunch of endorphins and you're just so happy and motivated to honestly move on through the rest of your day with healthy habits and a good attitude. So nearing the end of my morning routine, when I come home from the gym, it is time for breakfast because at this point I'm super hungry. Always starting my day with a high protein breakfast, y'all. Like, you know me, I'm not skipping breakfast. I love my oats, I love my avocado toast, love my breakfast sandwiches, love my smoothies, all that good stuff. I really love to load up on the protein right in the morning. I try and aim for around 40 grams of protein in my breakfast. Also during breakfast, I'm taking my supplements, my greens powder, just catching up on that kind of fuel, drinking water. Okay guys, we're almost done with our successful morning. After I'm done eating breakfast, what I like to do is just do a little check over my daily to-do list. When I'm going through my whole morning routine, guys, I forgot to mention this in the beginning, I don't like to go on social media. I barely like to go on my phone. If I go on my phone in the morning, it is after I'm done with my miracle morning, 100%. When I wake up and hit that alarm, I'm not going on my phone. That, oh my God, I should have mentioned this in the beginning. Do not go on your phone when you wake up in the morning, please. Do not go on social media. Do not flood your brain with other people before you even like get your own mind right in the morning. Like, you don't want to hear people's opinions, what they did today, how much money they're making, how they look like this and doing, like, no. Like, we're worried about ourselves. It is the first hour of the morning. We're only setting positive intention. Thank you. After breakfast, reviewing our daily to-do list, and that is when our day begins, guys. Like, okay, like if you're gonna feel a little anxious and overwhelmed throughout the day, like, do it after your morning routine. Because I honestly guarantee you, if you look at your to-do list after you know your whole morning routine, the overwhelm is going to be very less significant than if you were to do this straight when you wake up in the morning. So after you're done getting ready, you look cute, you fueled your body, you meditated, you've got your mindset, there is no way you're gonna have a bad day now. And even if you did, at least you did all of those things to benefit you right when you got up in the morning. Hope you guys enjoyed some morning habits to transform your life. I'm telling you, the premise of a morning routine is to just ensure that you are getting yourself right before you give your energy to other people and other things throughout the day. It is so important, and genuinely it's something I cannot skip. When I do skip a morning routine, like yesterday when I slept till 11:30, I honestly, like, I could not lead the day the way I normally lead the day. So the energy was off. It was weird, I didn't like it, but like, that was yesterday, that was in the past, so we're moving on. It is 2024, guys. It is a new year. Start leading with intention, with mindfulness. Doing things like this just sets you up for success throughout your whole day, week, month, year, life. And it doesn't mean you have to go into depth like I do. Yes, I say all these things, which is what I strive to do every single morning. Do I hit it 100% on the head every morning? No. But every single morning when I wake up, that is the intention. That is what I try to do. And if I don't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. And that is always what we're aiming for. 1% better every single day, guys. You got this. We are all making 2024 the year of us. It is our healthy, clean, abundant, successful girl era, guys. Like, we are gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it. We're killing it already. It's happening. I'm genuinely so happy to be back on YouTube, guys. New videos every Friday. And if you don't know me too well, I do run a social media TikTok, YouTube page, obviously, which is a lot about fitness, mindset, motivation, positive growth in all areas of your life. But I do love to talk about weight loss because I went through a huge weight loss transformation myself. If you are a beginner looking to get started in the gym, losing weight, calorie deficit, you hear all these words, you don't know where to start, make sure to click the link in my description for my beginner weight loss guide. It has a ton of resources there. Basically everything I did to transform my body and lose 50 pounds. Not even transform my body, transform my whole life and mindset. And if I never did that, I would never do things like a morning routine to just benefit my life overall. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. And if you guys have any video ideas you would love to see, please comment them below. Shoot me a DM, email, anything. I love you guys so much. I will see you next Friday, and I hope you all have a great day.